y'all can hear me now because I had to cut my car on. It might be the location. If y'all can't hear me, I'm gonna just end it and then I'll wait till I get home. I know the last live people were saying they couldn't hear me, and y'all excuse me, I'm eating my breakfast too. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's see if this helps. Let me know. I'm just waiting to see. And actually, let me know if y'all can hear me now. Let me put this on Do Not Disturb. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me now? Let me know. Because I know people were saying they couldn't hear me. Mm-hmm. It might be the area 111. That's crazy. Can y'all hear me? Thumbs up if y'all can hear me. Thumbs up. Can y'all hear me? Thumbs up if y'all can hear me. Let me know in the chat, please, because I don't want to be rambling on if y'all can't hear me. It's all right. That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, y'all, let me set it up. Let me set it up. Yeah, I had to cut my car on, I guess. So I wanted to come on here. Hi, Seed of David. How are you? I hope you are well. Hope mentally you're good, balanced. I hope everyone in here viewing in, checking in. I hope everyone is at the mental capacity and you all are well, mentally aware, paying attention to you and everything you have going on in life and just taking that time for you, prioritizing you. I was guided to come on here this morning, which I feel like I've done this one time. But it was not pretty much what I'm about to talk about. Okay, so I've been running errands all week and just really taking time out for myself. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, my love. I appreciate that. That's what's up. And you guys, if you guys are on TikTok, I'm on over there on TikTok. It's Deity the Dawn, DeitydAWN. It should say Deity as well, like it's Deity the Dawn. Okay. Hi, my love. Hi, my love. I hope everyone is well today. The energy over there is crazy, but I love it as well because I meet so many different individuals, and when I'm over there, I'm more so I don't do tarot over there, or I do it sometimes. However, I like to talk about topics and just the amount of things that people. Oh wow! Shout out to India. Hi, you here from India? That's cool. Shout out to India. I know I'll be seeing like people from Canada a lot. You you are welcome here. Um, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. The reason I was guided to come on here today, though, and when I go home, I am gonna go back to doing the regular content, but to each his own and everyone's opinion on life, but be mindful of people you cross paths with that even though you may not that's why discernment is so important. Discernment is so important. Trusting your intuition to know, to read in between the lines of the shell, the appearance of how people come, because rage baiting, people will literally intentionally cross your paths to get on your nerves. Okay, they will intentionally do it. And the reason I say that, the topic the other day on my TikTok, while I was on a panel, there was this guy and he was asking me, should women treat on the first date? Like, should women pay the bill? And I'm like, what? Um, But hearing the way this guy's logic was, and it's scary that there are men. I'm not, I don't, I'm not gender specific, there are karmic men out here and karmic women, but there are more men out here that think like that, the way he was speaking. And it's really sad. He basically compared, he said women should, he sees women as equal to a man because women could bear children. They give birth. And my response was, that's unfair. You cannot fault a woman, a divine feminine, for the way God designed us. The creator designed us to nurture, to bear children, to be an emotional being. And you cannot compare that to physical labor. I do feel like at some point the body is present, but the mind is gone. And feeling like the male should not be the provider, um, and the woman should, and this today's society, be the provider. You have so many men saying they want feminine women, or women to be more feminine, but then you come with that logic of thinking like that, and that's not the only reason I came on here. But you just gotta be mindful and be very careful, because from being on TikTok these last couple days and interacting with people and seeing even the way some women think, is really sad and unfortunate. And I feel like when you are spiritually awakened or tapped in, to be able to align your emotions and your feelings, your logic, the way you think, um, you got to protect that. Protect your energy, protect it, because it's dangerous out here. You have people that are so surface level, or they're not looking to emotionally connect longevity. They're not looking for a foundation to start generational wealth. They're looking for the now, a good time, or the now. So you got to protect that energy, and it's so important to use your discernment. Um, this man basically said 50-50. Actually, I'm wrong. He said a man should be able to be 29%, pay 29%, come up with 29%. And the way I had to explain it to him, and I still don't think he got it, was that way of thinking. Hey, my love, um, thank you. I appreciate that. Um, and I'm saying this for men. There are some good men out there, but I'm saying this for men. Man, you got to get yourself together emotionally before you can connect with the divine feminine. You have to. Not only tapping into your masculine energy and your ego, right? My name is Dawn. You could call me Dee Dee, Dawn. I go by Dawn. My name is Dawn. Um, but you have to try to understand as far as the feminine energy. And a lot of times when we're talking, we're not just talking, we're talking from emotion. Okay. We're not just talking because we're nagging. Apparently, it's just so confusing at times when a masculine is listening to respond and not listening to understand. Okay. um Communication is key. Communication is key. And I know I'm just talking, you guys, but these are really my genuine feelings just from these last couple days of being on TikTok and listening to different males talk. I have came across different on panels where men do understand the feminine energy, but just to literally it's so divided. I don't know why my I don't like to use my phone on YouTube. I don't know why it does that. It basically cuts off at times. I hope y'all can still hear me. Can y'all hear me? Thank you. I hope y'all can still hear me. Hi Kim. How are you? Welcome in, my love. But also, men, protect your energy. Protect your energy. Um I'm just saying the people come in. Let me say hi to hi Kim Copper. Hi my love. Um Males, protect your energy, your sacral chakra. The problem is people just don't take their time to get to know a person. Okay? And heal before even thinking about connecting with another individual. Heal. Do you heal? So healing is so important. Heal emotionally, get yourself together before even trying to connect, because just the way people think scares me. I'm so protective over my energy now. I've learned to be so protective over my energy, just me protecting me, because I am my own advocate. I have to advocate for me. I have to protect me. So just listening to the way some people think, even women. There was a woman that said the other day, like, so y'all got to go to my TikTok, Deity the Dawn. We talk about topics. Okay. So just hearing a woman say, if a man that is not a communicator, say if like he's emotionally going through something and he just like he's guarded and he decides to fall back, he just decides to not explain anything. He's just sitting to himself, and without what would a female do in that case, or anyone, male or female, if you see like your partner or somebody you're trying to connect with, just detach. For someone's response to be, well, I'm gonna do the same thing, like tit for tat, that was crazy. You're not gonna try to understand what's going on, you know. So it's just so many different things that we talk about on my TikTok. Okay. And even if you see me in another panel, definitely check in, because it's really nice to discuss these topics outside of, divination. Just actually hearing the way people think, the way people actually think in their life. Okay. I love everybody actually. And that backs up with energy, rage baiting, energy vampires, energy drainers. Be mindful, because there's a lot of them on the internet. There are too many of them on the internet. So you just gotta really protect your energy. I am learning so much on doing content, and just being online is different, especially for me as an empath, to protect my energy, because you're going into the lion's den and you just want to protect your energy, and you want to make sure you're mentally together for yourself outside. When the camera goes off, make sure you're taking that time to focus on your life and everything you got going on outside of social media, because I know we all get on here, we connect, you know. Yeah, let's spread love. Let's spread love. I love everybody, baby. I love everybody. I have no hate for nobody. The only time I have an issue with people, I don't bother nobody, is when they come and bother me. Okay. That's the only time. So I just wanted to just come in and actually, have a conversation with you guys outside of, I know if you look at my channel, come on here, I'm reading tarot, okay, or I'm talking about spirituality, astrology, but I've never actually came on here to connect with you guys, check in, see how you guys are feeling. So I definitely want to do that more now. I want to come in and just check in, see how you guys are actually doing, make sure y'all good, okay? But just, I'm going to also encourage outside of, this platform, on a different type of vibe, because there are even times that I like to have a playlist night where I'm playing, I'm a millennial, so I'm playing 80s, 90s, early 2000 music, where we're just, vibing. I'm an introvert, y'all. I'm an introvert, ambivert. I'm a homebody. I've always been, even since I was a little girl. When you see me, you see me. When you don't, you don't. Okay. I'm quick to isolate and go in hermit mode. So I just been really, social media for me has really been a way for me to get out of my shell and get out of my bubble, and just being able to interact with people all around the world is so nice. You're going to meet some good people, but at the same time, it's not always going to be rainbows and sunshine. You're going to meet some individuals that has a different way of living and a different way of their thoughts, okay? But it's just about having an open mind, okay? But I hope, and I mean this with every good intention and every bone in my body, I say this. I hope that y'all are taking time for yourself. to balance out your emotions, those old wounds that you cover up, actually dealing with those things. I know on my TikTok, I'm going to have a childhood. We're going to revisit our childhood, and doing some meditative techniques. Going back to that, I did it a long time ago and it was phenomenal. It was amazing. I don't just do tarot, also, I do sound meditation. So I have sound bowls and I want to do that more. Okay. So I'm going to do that more so on my TikTok and tapping in here too to get you over there also to my TikTok. So maybe you might want to do meditation and Reiki. Go over to my TikTok. You'll see that more. Okay. So it's definitely about us connecting to be on a healing journey. When I'm doing my readings, I'm not just doing readings just to do them. It's about getting that clarity and insight on your journey, your current situation, so you can have a choice. Life is about choices. You then have the choice to see, once you get that clarity and insight of everything your intuition was already telling you. And that's when you make a choice from that point to say, okay, am I going to remain stagnant and repeat a cycle? Or am I going to have the choice to say, okay, let me take what the advice given and everything I know and move forward? Okay, because that's what it's about. We want to continue to evolve. We want to continue to elevate and heal, align, trust our intuition, use our discernment in any situation moving forward. Learn the lesson, because the thing about spirituality, you got to first go within before you look outward. Like that's my logic. I had to go within before. There was a point where I was pointing fingers, but I had to go within. I had to do some deep self-reflection. So it took a long time for me to balance out and align my chakras and everything before I evolved, okay? So it's just about tapping into how you feel, writing it down, okay? Acknowledging first of the things that need to be corrected within your own life, and isolating, detaching from those that don't serve you anymore. That's important too. Detaching from environments and people, places, things that do not serve you for your greatest good, that do not help you to evolve. Okay, because a lot of times it's about getting out of that comfort zone, being comfortable. And that's a lot of people these days. Comfortable. You're comfortable with being complacent. You're comfortable. You know it's a toxic environment, or you know the situation is karmic, and just deciding to sit there because you're comfortable, fearing change. So it's time for us to just really work on our healing, for ourselves, and the energy will shift. Being patient as well, trusting in the creator, however you see the creator, trusting that the universe is never working against you, but working for you. I had to do that as well. Every person that I've left, or that has left me in life where the chapter had closed, I knew, okay, there were lessons here. And divine, what is it that you see for me moving forward? So it's about trusting and flowing. Don't try to force against nature. Don't try to force against the universe. Flowing, allowing yourself to flow so you can move forward. So when I do come back on here, I'm actually going to start with Libra, because I know where I left off with Scorpio reading. Next is Libra, and I'm going to end at Aries. Then we're going to go back on to the normal programming, which will be collective, and then I'll start back up. I just had to tap in with you guys and let you guys know, when I'm not on here, I'm a mother of two, and I got my own life and my own journey going on, and figuring it out for myself too. I do this full time. I don't work a 9 to 5. I content create and do this full time. I have a spiritual practice. So um, I just really wanted you guys to know I'm always thinking about you guys too. Because I appreciate y'all. If it was not for y'all, my platform would just be the platform. But it's still about quality, quality over quantity. And I want to make sure people that support me, it's genuine, the intentions are good, and you're on your own healing journey because you want to evolve too. Okay? I love y'all. 4R. That's right, GH. Yeah, that's right. Let's spread love. Let's spread love. And another thing, You got to think of where a person is in life. It's not that I do feel like projection is real. It's not that they just probably got a lot of built up anger that came before you. It had nothing to do with you. You never know how a person's day is going. You never know what a person is going through mentally and physically and emotionally. So I just even try to give people like that grace now too. I didn't always, but I try to give grace. I try to give grace to people. You never know what a person's going through, you know? Although you don't got to sit there and take it, you can definitely let them go their own way. But you just never know what a person's going through. But I just, while I was sitting in his car eating my breakfast before I go in this market and run my errands, because I think I may also stop by Barnes and Nobles and get another deck, or Books a Million, get another deck, a new deck, to bring to you guys for the next reading. But I just wanted to just stop by and have some conversation with you guys. Let you guys know that I do appreciate you guys using that discernment to know when you are in a position of um, coming across people that do not think the way you think. Um, that's okay too. You just got to know how to respond to it. Or sometimes it doesn't even take a response. You could just simply detach yourself. You are your advocate. You are your own advocate. Nobody is responsible for you but you. Okay? And set boundaries. Boundaries are important. I love boundaries. I love boundaries. I didn't always understand it fully, but now, especially when I look back to my past, like, oh my gosh, people tried it and I allowed it. I should have been set boundaries. Okay? So set those boundaries, y'all, too. For those of you who I was able to connect with in this moment, it was meant to be. You know, I'm quick on saying when it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Who the words are meant for and the conversation is meant for, it's meant for. So I appreciate you guys. I'm not gonna stay on here too long because like I said, I gotta get moving. I'm gonna go in here. I'm making a big dinner, y'all. I want to make a New Orleans style dinner. So I'm making like a Cajun style red beans and rice, fried chicken, cornbread, greens. I want to make a good dinner. So I'm gonna go in here and get the things I need, and then I'm gonna probably go to the bookstore, get a couple books, get a couple decks, and head home. And then you'll see me on here again on the live doing the tarot. But I just wanted to, from time to time, at least once a month, check in with you guys. And I appreciate you guys for the thumbs up. Check in with you guys. I am a thinker. I'm always thinking. I'm always thinking. I try not to overthink, but I definitely, these are certain conversations I have with myself when I'm sitting in my car. And I said, why not tap in with y'all? See what y'all got going on. So I do appreciate you guys. Okay? May you have the day you deserve. May you prioritize yourself and your emotions in any atmosphere with any connection. You are the prize. Don't let anybody make you feel like any different. Don't let anybody project their energy onto you. The moment you feel uncomfortable and you feel something is off, pay attention to that. Do not ignore that. Your intuition is your spiritual guidance, your compass for protection. So, the moment something is off or something, you know it's time to go, you know it's time to recollect yourself or detach, do that. Don't feel bad about it either. You're not selfish for protecting yourself and choosing you first. Never let anybody gaslight you to believe that either. And don't let people that have already showed you their true colors and who they are decide when and choose when they want to come back in your life. That's a ultimate no-no. Because okay, we don't chase, we attract. That part. That part. So I love y'all. I'm about to go into this market. I don't know why my son put my seat all the way back, y'all. Give me 1 second. This boy, he done moved my seat all the way back. But yeah, And definitely do that journaling. Sip and paint. You could go to the dollar store. Another thing. Self-care. Self-care. Let's push that more too. Those times where you have for yourself, where you're sitting, and make that a priority every day. Take time for yourself. Every day. You deserve that. I don't care if you work a 9 to 5. I don't care what you're doing. Do not wear yourself thin, pouring it out into the world. You got to give that back to yourself. So, like my next thing I'm gonna do, the dollar store has a lot of like paint and things like that. You can go on YouTube and pull up a video and buy yourself something nice, like some whatever you like to drink, whether you drink or not wine, or if not, just have like some soda or something that relaxes you. Sip and paint, okay? You don't need a crowd. You can do it. Sit with yourself. Drawing is so therapeutic. Painting is so therapeutic. Light that candle, cleanse your energy, and just take that time for yourself. But every day, please take a little time for yourself. 30 to an hour. Take that time for yourself. Moms, before you go in the house, and like, I'm a mom, so I get it. When I was working a 9 to 5, I would pick the kids up, drop them off, go to work. Then after work, I would get them, go home, cooking, cleaning. Never had time for myself. Then there would be times I would literally sit in my car, radio off, and just sit there for a little bit to collect myself before going in there. Because our kids, they're little sponges. And women, as women, moms, we control our environment. It doesn't matter what day everyone's having. If you're not having a good day, no one's going to have a good day in your home. But please take time for yourself. And men, I can't speak for men. I'm not a man. Okay, but you know where I'm getting at. Like, take time for yourself. Outside of your friends, outside of the world, outside of everything. Take some time for yourself. And be careful with the music you're listening to, because it's about the energy exchange. All that cussing and be this and be that, and take a step back from everything physical, and just tap in spiritually with yourself. Okay? So I think my car is about to shut off because I'm not moving. I'm not like in motion. So I'm about to go on this market, y'all. I'm not going to waste your time anymore because I know I just been rambling and rambling. I will talk your head off all day. Okay? I'm a talker. But definitely it's about really protecting your energy, because you never know a person. And it made me want to come on here and talk with you guys, even on my I hope y'all still can hear me because it cut off, the car cut off. But hearing the way that man was speaking on women, and to say he was in a 12-year relationship, so he said, and he didn't even refer to her as a woman. He referred to her as the baby mother. Um, just hearing how people think, even women. So men, protect yourself. Take your time. Don't settle for any type of woman, a karmic female. And women, stop settling for these karmic masculines. Um, and correct yourself. Heal. Because sometimes we could be the problem. But I do feel like in connections, people are connecting with the wrong individuals. You'll have someone that is tapped in, ready for love, but so in the physical, and they're picking the wrong people, choosing the wrong people to build with, because they're still they beauty is in the eye of the beholder. My dad always told me that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I can give two shits about what a person looks like. What's your soul like? What's your soul what's your heart like? What's your mental like? Okay? I'm big on that. Your mental, your soul, your heart. What's your logic? What's your plans? What's that like? Because somebody could have everything and their soul is rotten. Okay. I'm Demi. If you don't know what that means, look it up. Demi. I am a Demi. Okay. So I don't care at all about the physical, especially in a connection. I can't just meet a person and just be like, oh, I'm in love. No, no, no. It don't work like that. You got to meet me here and here. You got to meet me here first. You got to really open my mind up, and I got to feel like I can learn something from you and you can learn something from me. I got to feel a spiritual connection first with any connection. And that's why I've always been like isolated with my energy, especially in relationships. I haven't been in a lot of relationships in my life at all, you know, and I'm definitely a longevity type of person. So it's just about making sure everything's intentional. Everything and everyone. Protect your energy, especially if you're an empath. Protect it. Because where I felt short like before even my awakening, where I felt short, I would feel someone's emotions, like I would feel their energy, and I thought it was my business, like it was for me to try to heal that for them when that was not my place. Okay, that's where I would get drained and feeling used and taken advantage of, but I can't fault nobody for that. I chose to do that, you know? So now that I'm aware of it, so get to know yourself, get to know yourself, and take your time. Make sure these connections you're connecting with know themselves as well. Because somebody that does not know themselves or doesn't even know, as a woman, I can never speak for a man, but it's as a woman, I need to understand the masculine energy, the divine masculine. I'm a divine feminine and I want to understand the divine masculine. It's about tapping in. And the same with the masculine. As a divine masculine, you got to understand a feminine, a female. Okay? Don't try to conquer. That's nobody wants to be conquered. Okay? But it's how hard is that to try to understand a female, right? So I'm gonna stop. That's it. Truly this time. I'm gonna get up out of here. Thank y'all for the thumbs up. I'm gonna go in here and get my stuff. I am gonna do this more often outside of tarot. Try to connect with you guys and have conversation. Thank you everyone that commented on the live. Thank you for everyone that interacted with thumbs up. Definitely subscribe to my channel. Um, and I appreciate you guys. You guys could have done anything with your time. I appreciate y'all taking a second to tap in with me. And also my TikTok, Deity the Dawn, DEITYDADAWN. Okay. So on those nights when I'm not on here, I'm definitely on there. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go. Bye. Enjoy y'all day because you deserve to.